Welcome everybody, come to COXO Products Knowledge Training. When we launch this C-Smart-1 pilot, I show this picture as the first page of our PowerPoint. I said the first of the word and the pilot of the future, because this new Endo motto is named pilot. It's really have some functions and some point. It's really the first of the word. Later, I will one by one to show you. This is our company's profile. We have 18 years old. And we have more than 380 workers, and our products already sold to more than 120 countries. This is just a little history of our company. This is some of our main products. Actually, we have some more new products, like today the pilot and the ultrasonic activator, and some new handpieces also. Actually, most of our products, like Endo motor, implant motor, electric motor, high and low speed handpieces, and operation system, apex locator, Current, and so on. Actually, COXO is the most dental products manufacturer in China. Now let's say our Endo motors. For Endo motors, COXO make more than 14 years. As you can see, we make many different models of Endo motors. Some old customers know some old models. Some with apex locator, some without. Some is wired, some is wireless. More than 13 models. Actually, it's more than 14 because now I already have another new one like C-Smart-1 Pro, and another one with Endo motor and electric motor together. The name is Sepuma Master. And we sold more than 200,000 to all the world. But everybody knows now in the market, the Endo motor, most of them just like these two kinds. The first one is the desktop type, like the left one. Our model is the C-Smart-1 Pro. It with main unit with handpiece, and the handpiece connected to the main unit by one cable or wire. So for this one, it's not easy, not convenient to use because the wire connected to the main unit, the dentist cannot move it easily. And the right one is wireless type. This one is very easy to handle and very easy to control, but because this screen is very small, and if you want to just some date, like speed and torque or some another function, it's also inconvenient. So if there is an Endo motor which can perfectly solve the problems, let's say we do. Okay, this is a super stuff today, C-Smart-1 pilot. Today, I want to speak it from these three items. First is a large screen, highly intelligent host. The second is a true wireless, full function handle. And the last is a smart pilot, simpler operation. First, it's large screen and a highly intelligent host. As you can see, this C-Smart-1 pilot with a 5-inch full view and true color and the sensitive touch screen. For dentists, if they put this products on his table, it's very easy to see everything because the screen is really big, and they can see from different degree. It's also very clear with two colors and with a sensitive cut. For dentists, if he with glove, they also can touch it very easily. Now let's see the screen. Because the big screen with so many information, the first is Endo motor only, because this device with a 3 working model, Endo motor only and apex locator only, like this screen. And the apex locator and Endo motor work together, like this page. So for dentists, they can use this machine as a single endomotor. Also, they can use it as a single apex locator. But the most stronger function is motor and apex locator work together. And the second is we see even it's with so many information on the screen. And actually, it's simple and smart. For example, to choose the file system, for dentists, it's just touch this button, then we'll come to the next page like this. There are so many file systems. The first line is the brand of the file system. Later, I will say specificity of the smart pilot. But another one, the blue color one, is the brand of the file system, because this machine already include 7 margin brands, more than 30 file systems. The next page like this, FKG, Micromega, and each one with many systems. VDW, Core, Comet, and also the customers can put the user file system date in the machine. They can put his own file date in the machine. For dentists, if he use the file brand already include this machines, there's no need to set the speed and the torque. Just pick and use. They just touch, for example, FKG, XP Endo. They just touch this, then we'll go to another page to use, like this. Because now this page show the file is from COXO, the system name is SC Pro. I know many of our customers already sell this one, SC Pro. And these areas, the left areas, it's show endo motor speed and torque. And each one, if the dentist want, he can touch this to aid the speed or touch this one to minus the speed. For torque, it's same. And the middle arrows is still the number of the file. The number of the file. For example, now show the taper is 2 and the size is 19. And this one taper is 4 and the this screen, all the function can touch. And the bottom of the screen, these arrows, it shows the handle, the handpiece, battery, the Bluetooth, the light, and if you show this one only, it means the motor only. And if you use apex locator and the motor together, here will show the wire of the apex locator. So now let's touch another button like this to show you the setting page. As you can see in the setup page, there's many items we can set. For example, the main unit screen light. We can touch this to change the screen brighter or darker. And also we can touch this to change the notice BBB is louder or smaller. And also this one used to change the light of the handle. And this one used to change the delay of the light of the handle. It means after the motor, you can stop the motor, but keep the light still on. You can use this button to set how many seconds it will delay light. It means when the motor already be turned off, but the light is still on. Sometimes the dentist use the light to check inside of the mouth, so this function is also very good. And also this one is a Bluetooth to connect to the handle. You can use this one, but normally, because before out of our factory, we already connect it. So normally you no need to set this button. This one used to charge the handpiece by the main unit directly. It means if this button is turned on without the power adapter, it means the main unit no need the power adapter, but it can use inside the battery to recharge the handpiece. This button function like this. On the right side, there's the torque auto reverse. You can make it on or make it off. And also, apical auto reverse, you can make it on or make it off. If you make it on after the file reach the epic setting, the motor will auto reverse. And this is a torque calibration used to check the check and the calibration, the torque speed should be work correctly. And the last one, reset. It can cover the factory setting. For example, the speed of the file and the torque of the file or any another setting. After you press this reset, it will cover to factory setting. Okay, the next function of this main unit is wireless charging. Here we can put the handle here. When we put handle here, as I said before, the main unit can charge the handle separately. It means no need the outside power supply in. But also, when the main unit with our supply plug in, it also can charge the main unit and the handle together. We use the third generation wireless charging. Many of our old customers know many of COXO products like Current, like the Endo motors, like the Gutta cutter, and many handle use products. We use the wireless charging. Now it's already the third generation, high power and high efficient. So even it's wireless charging, there's no two metal pin to touch the handle and the main unit, but it can work very well, and it can charge also very fast. Let's say like this. So when the battery in charge, this color will be yellow. When the battery is full, the color will change to green. Just now, I see many of our C-Smart-1 pilot, the main unit. Now, I want to show more detail about the true wireless but full function handle. This is a very important part. First, I said this motor with three functions: motor only, apex locator only, and the motor and the apex locator together with three functions. This function is from the handle. It means only the handle it can do the full function. For example, the picture like this, no alien wire connect to the handle. Now it's working in motor function only. If connected to this wire, there is a two pin. One is a hook, another one is a file holder. If we plug in this wire, the function will change to apex locator only. So if the handle with this wire, the motor will not work because it's apex locator only. And if we put another wire like this, it's a single wire, just used to connect the patient's mouth by a metal hook. So this is a function motor and apex locator together. Only the handle can do this function. No need the main unit if you want. And the operation also is very simple. There's a two button. The first one is this one. The first one is a motor start, stop, and the manual reverse. If the power already on, you just press this button, the motor will start. You press again, the motor will stop. And also, if you long time press, the motor will reverse by hand. And another button is switch. Is power. It means power off or power on the handle. And also, if you short press this button, the function is a file selection. It means you can use this button to change the file number. There's three letters, three indicator on the handle. The first one is an apex locator indicator. This one will change color when the file in the root canal in different position. This one will change color. And the second one is the battery. Also, if the battery is full, it will change to green. If the battery is not enough needed to charge, it will change to yellow or orange. And the last one is blue teeth indicator. If this one keep light, blue light, it means the blue teeth connected is good. If it flash and with BBB sound, it means the blue teeth connected to the main unit is not good. Also, for the handle, it's a wireless charging because it needed to fit the main unit wireless charging. We use the special motor for this C-Smart-1 pilot. It's more stable and quieter than another one. Now, the most important is the head. This head is made by high temperature resistant plastic. It means it can be put in the high temperature autoclave. This plastic is special. And you can see it's a one piece plastic one. Why we use this one by plastic? Because every dentist should know if it's made by metal, like many companies, like also COXO, other models. Because the metal, if they touch the mouth of the patient, the apex locator function will not stable. So if made by plastic, it will be no this problem. And this one with its built-in connection structure. What it means? This one with a small structure. Somebody will know our old one like this one. This is our old model C-Smart-1 Pro. They must use the out structure. This is metal structure to touch the file because it with apex locator function. They must use a metal part to touch the file. But for this one, it's already built in. There's no need outside parts like this. And also, even the head is small, it's plastic, but it also we built in the LED light like this. So why at the beginning I say the first of the word? Now this head with plastic, with the apex locator connection structure, with LED light, this is the first one is word. No any another company do the same one. As you can see before, most of company like our C-Smart-1 Pro, before like this, the light should be put outside with the outside part. Not convenient to use, but this one is already built in. And also the head is rotatable. So it's very easy and very convenient for dentists to treat different positions. Okay, now let's see how many functions of this C-Smart-1 pilot handle. Mini head, reverse by hand, reverse by torque, reverse by apex position, and automatic slow down in the apical zoom. Apex locator function, battery power, indication, wireless charger, and many. All of this function only by this handle. It means even your main unit no battery or your main unit is not with you, you can use this hand only. So that's why I say it's a first it's a real wireless, and the second is the full function. In any case, no need to connect the host with the cable. Just now, many function, but no need any cable to connect the host. They connect the host by the Bluetooth. True wireless full function can work independently, even know the host. Okay, now let's say another most important of today, because just now I say many function of the main unit and the many function of the handle. Most of them is from the hardware. Now I want to see the software of the C-Smart-1 pilot. We named him Smart Pilot. Smart Pilot. It's really much simpler operation. Actually, the Smart Pilot for us is new, but in the world before, Morita already has a similar function. Let's see how it works. This is this screen is show the file system page, but the first one, the original Smart Pilot. This one simple, normal, complex. This is not a file system. This is not a file system, but it's like a working model, For dentists, they just focus on the case. They just focus on the root canal. It's simple, or it's normal, or it's complex. So they just touch this like to choose a file system. If he touch the simple one, like this, so the next page will be like this. Smart Pilot, simple. And the speed, the torque, already be put in the left areas. And of course, the dentist can set it, but normally they no need to set. We want the dentist to forget the speed and the torque. So normally for the root canal, we prepare the root canal. We need to do the upper shaping, glide path, and the root canal shaping. So let's say a video to know how it works. Now is upper shaping. It means to make the gate of the root canal bigger. So this is a traditional work, 360 rotary. When the torque is bigger than what you're setting, it will auto reverse. And auto forward again. This is a normal and traditional working model for upper shaping. And the second step is the glide path. You can see here is a no torque showing here, because this one is working in special move. It's like reciprocation, but it's a little different. Let's see the detail by a small video. see it's working like this. Like a reciprocation, but actually it's different. This is a simple canal, that's a normal canal. Also, the degree is different. So we make this glide path by reciprocation movement. And also, if the root canal is simple or normal, but the degree of the movement is different, to make sure the file inside of the root canal is safe. And the last step is canal shaping. So there is only 3 steps. The first one is let's see, upper shaping and the glide path and the canal shaping. The canal shaping here is a speed. Here is a trigger. We write it trigger. It's not torque, because in this step, the motor also work in very special movement. Let's see the detail. The first, like 360 rotary, and when the torque reach the trigger, it will change to reciprocation. And also, simple root canal and the normal root canal, the degree is different. And after the torque is smaller than the trigger, we will change to 360 rotation again. Now let's say the complex, because the simple and the normal is almost the same, only 3 steps. Just some degree of the movement is a little different. Let's say the complex. For this root canal, we need just 4 steps. The first also is upper shaping, is same as before, and the second is patency. Patency actually is a little same as the glide path. Now let's see the video for patency and the glide path. The work like reciprocation, like just like the same. To make sure it's safe in the root canal. Let's say a complete video of this smart pilot. Only 3 steps for simple and normal root canal. For upper shaping, it's used a traditional continuous rotation model. When the torque is bigger than what you're setting, it will auto-reverse. When the resistance is lower than the setting, it will auto-forward again.
Sound is off. Please, we can't hear anything.
Friend, you cannot hear? channel shaping, the first is a 360 continuous rotation. And when the torque is bigger than
Please unmute the sound.
trigger.
We can't hear anything. If you're trying to say anything, we can't hear it.
是因为有这个原因，可能我听不到。我应该把这个话筒静音控制对点。你听得到是吧？不是，等一下我把它静音。就应该不放这个音乐的声音，自己解说一下可能。For all kinds of root canal, no need to set any parameter. Why we designed this smart pilot function? It's because of we want the dentist just to focus on the case, just to focus on the root canal. They no need to remember how many RPM of the files and how big torque of the files and how to set the parameter in the machines. So we think this is the simplest way to do the root canal preparation. Okay, let's summarize the notch screen of the main unit and the true wireless of the handle. Full function handle. This is very important. The handle and the main unit connect by the Bluetooth function. The Bluetooth function, it can use more than 10 meters. So in most of the clinic, in the same room, the dentist can use the handle anywhere. Let's say, how about another company? They said they have the similar products, but I say no. Let's see. The first one is the international brand. Everybody knows this one, I think. It's from Dentsply. Yes, this one is very, the design is very good with the iPad as the screen, with a wireless handle and connected by Bluetooth. But this one is a motor function only. They don't have the apex locator function. And after they make another one like this, also from Dentsply, they use one special device, special part. Use the wire connected to the handle and the patient's mouth. So the handle, no wire connected to the main unit, but they must use a special apex locator function box like this to connect it to the wire. And another one, Chinese brand, I don't want to say who it is. I think many of you know it. They said it's a wireless one with a main unit. But first, it's a small screen, very small screen, and no touch. And when it's work with apex locator, it must connect like this. First, from the main unit to the handle, connected by a cable, and another from the main unit to the patient's mouth, like this. So we think this is not true wireless. As you can see just now, COXO 1, in any case, there's no cable need to connect the handle and the main unit. So this is our C-Smart-1 pilot, spallet type endo motor. I want to say again, the first of the word, the pilot of the future. Thanks for your time. So now I hope you know how powerful of C-Smart-1 pilot. If you have any questions, please contact us freely.